Hi, my name is Mariam Elias. I'm a consultant in the customer success team. In this video, I will demonstrate how to configure a model and evaluate its performance. First, let's navigate to the Model Factory via the Launchpad. The Model Factory makes application of AI technology across your assets easy by automating creation of machine learning models using a no-code wizard. Add model, provide a name and a twin associated with that model. You may choose a solutions template or a models template. A models template comes with a quick start guide, workflows for training and executing the model, and analysis content to visualize the model outputs. A solutions template is an enhanced template with added capabilities to fully operationalize models for specific problems. It can include one or more model types tuned for a specific use case, specialized data sources, threads, and advanced content to drive the operationalization of the solution. For example, you may want to select the perfect quality solutions if you're trying to optimize the quality of a product you're producing, which comes with a combination of a detect anomaly process model, a predict property model, and enhanced added features like performance metric calculations. Once you have selected a template, continue to the Quick Start wizard. The model wizard follows a standard procedure for configuring models, starting from adding data to operationalizing your model. Each step must be configured carefully as it will influence the result of the model. First, start with adding data. Select the property you're trying to predict, the properties you would like to consider in the model inputs. A controllable would be a property you would control to optimize your property. If your production has multiple product types, you may select the segmentation. Provide any filters, for example, operational states, downtimes. And if for a quality model, provide the upper, lower, and targets. Model outputs will be automatically selected and created for you. Next, determine the timing that is needed for training the data, as well as sampling frequency. The sampling interval should align with the changes in the actual process. You will then want to evaluate your model. Evaluate model helps check for model configurations and provide any guidance and issues with the configuration. Validate the model's basic configuration, then review the incoming data to provide insight into model potential. This is helpful to determine the value of the problem you're trying to solve and whether there is enough available data. Next, train your data. Once your model is trained, see the training results to discover what your model found in your data and review the model performance. It is important to ensure the model has both high quality and sufficient data to achieve optimal performance. The Dataset Explorer allows viewing the data that is being used at different steps in the model process. It is a great tool for verifying the data used for training is accurate. Next, look at the ideal model conditions, which provide insight into safe operating conditions. This analytic can be used to verify the data used for training and that we are not including any abnormal operations. You may need to add additional filters and retrain if that's the case. Another analytic that is helpful in evaluating the performance is the predicted versus actual. This analysis is a straightforward visual that illustrates the predictive accuracy. A well-performing model, given inputs that capture majority of the variation in the predicted value, should track well against the actual. Look for trends. Ask questions like, is there a particular segment where the accuracy is low? Could there be unmeasured causes not included in the model? Is there a consistent bias? Does the predicted value trend in the same direction and magnitude? Another analytics that could be used to evaluate the performance is the quality drivers. The quality drivers show which properties have greatest impact on the model. The model comparison table contains metrics that are used for selecting the best performing algorithm to generate a model. In addition to these metrics, other analytics could be reviewed and evaluate the performance. When you have a model you're satisfied with, the last step is to decide when and how to execute the model. Select Operationalize Model and confirm the indicated execution time. For advanced configuration, under the Viewing tab, there are other options for navigating to different pages. For example, you can go to the topics, select the topics table, and modify topics for adding additional filters, transforms, and configuration beyond the default settings. You can also go to the Analysis tab where you can see all the auto-generated content for different operations. You can also go to the workflow and select each of the separate workflow operations. This is useful for looking at the data set and also looking at logs and errors for any troubleshooting. You can also go to the triggers to update the execution time or add automatic retraining intervals. There are additional options for configuring alerts and recommendations when the model is operationalized. Remember, the configuration you choose can have a significant impact on the actual application, so it's important to take time, and it may take a few iterations until you're satisfied with your model. If you'd like to learn more and have questions about the configuration, check out the knowledge base articles by selecting the question mark on the right panel and going to the articles. Thanks.